So when it comes to leaders, the 12-pound all the way up to 60, 80, and 100-pound are what you're going to need down here in Belize. And real quick, we're going to go through what you use for each species in each scenario. So first things first, we have your normal leaders like you use in the bass or in the trout world. A 12-pound tapered leader or a 16-pound tapered leader is great for bonefish and permit. It's a good place to start. You can always add a little heavier tippet or lighter tippet. But those 12-pound regular normal leaders like you use for all of your trout and bass world, got to have some of those. Anything from the 12 to 20 pound. We use 20 pound for permit and stuff like that sometimes, and even down to even 10 and 12 for bonefish sometimes. Next, I have 40. I use this for just kind of messing around here on the dock if I'm catching little jacks or stuff like that. 40-pound, I have it in fluoro and I have it in mono, so that if I want to throw some poppers, I can have that mono. I know it'll stay up high and won't be dragged down by that heavy fluoro leader. Next up, we have our 50. Same sort of thing. I can use it for little barracuda. I can use it for all the other little fish that swim up out here on the flats or on the dock or in the back bays. Just a little bit stronger. Really though, when it comes to tarpon and snook, you're going to want to hang out in at least that 60-pound area, and that's what I have right here. The 60-pound fluoro and 60-pound mono leaders. I have them pre-made, already stashed away. So like I said, if we chafe up a leader or it starts getting too short and we need to swap it out real quick, boom, I'm not tying any knots out there on the boat, out there on the flats. They're already pre-made with a perfection loop in it. And that was another question people have. Well, what's the leader formula for tarpon and snook and some of those bigger fish we have down here? And there is no formula. The formula for us is a straight 60 or straight 80-pound leader. Do a perfection loop on the end and then a straight piece of 80-pound fluoro. The guides down here don't like to do the class tippet and shock tippet. They really prefer a strong direct connection to those fish with no weak points. So when you're getting those ready and you're preparing to tie those leaders, go buy yourself a spool of that 60-pound fluoro material and go ahead and put a perfection loop in about 10 feet of leaders. A good place to start for that. Same with snook and some of the other species down here. Those large snook are just about like tarpon. They can really tear up your leader, so you're going to need to be using at least 60 or 80 if you're going to target some of those larger snook that we get in the winter months out here in Belize.